Right now, you got some good features on here, man. And I see you're doing a lot of work with Eazy.
Yes.
And I see that. How
Eazy,
did that relationship start? How did that even come about, man? That you even was able to cross paths with Eazy like that?
So, this album, I had it, and I was just letting people hear it. And my guy Mike Gomez, he's somebody I met when I first got to LA. He came to me. So like when I first got to LA, I was like I was very big on like getting my songs played in the club and like meeting all the DJs and things like that. And
okay, the groundwork.
They was very receptive to me. Like my approach was correct, the music was right. You know what I'm saying? And they was just rocking with me. So a lot of people just started knowing about me very, very, very fast by just networking in a certain type of respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? And something about LA where they just really supportive of the art. It ain't really like out here where it's like, you know, you got to be best friends and this and that and all that.
Who's who?
It's like, bro, you approach me. I'm a DJ. You approach me with your music. You were respectful and polite. You might have took me to lunch. You might have whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
or
important.
maybe not. Some people it wasn't, but you know they'll at least listen.
Yeah,
and then they
for sure.
listen and they're like, yo,
for
I'm
sure.
a DJ. This guy makes good music. I'm gonna play the music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It also had a lot to do with my guy Sean. He run a lot of the clubs out there, so it was
Shout out to Sean, man.
Shout out Sean Dickerson.
Sean been going crazy, man. I want to get into some stories with Sean too. That's
We're
funny.
gonna get into him too. Pause.
Pause.
But it was
crazy.
it was a mixture of all those things. And Mike, you know, that's how he found out about me, just from being on the scene. And he came to me one day and he was like, yo, I got this group that I'm working with out of Colorado. I forget the exact name of the group, but they doing their thing still to this day. Like they booked and busy like nonstop.
Fire.
He was like, yo, I'll give you $1,000 to do a song with them. And like I was just moving to LA. I was like, hell yeah. But I really thought he was capping though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he called me the next day and he was like, yo, where you at? And I told him where I was at. He pulled up, gave me an envelope with $1,000. So from there, like anytime he had something for me, I always took it. Like, yo, he for real.
No,
you
he
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Hell yeah.
So a few years later, I seen him at one of Sean's parties, highlight room. It's called Sadiq. And we up there on the rooftop, and he was like, yo, what you got going on? You want to come write for G-Eazy? Just like that was, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like I would love it. And I still think it's a little bit like,
that's
all right, we'll
crazy.
see. And you know, fast forward a couple days later, I was in the studio with G-Eazy, and
that's amazing.
That's how the relationship started. And you know, he's a great dude, very talented, rap his ass off, and he allowed me to come into the process, help produce a little bit, you know, write some hooks, come up with some ideas and things like that. And you know, he took a liking to me. Brought me to Miami with him. That's how I met Pharrell and Timbaland. Well, I already knew Timbaland,
amazing.
but that's how I worked with them both in the same day, which was really crazy as well. And shit like
epic.
that.
No, listen. Do you
Shit
feel
like that?
Do you
He
feel
gave me
like
a feature.
the
He
battle
gave me a
rap
feature
ad-lib.
that day. When I went to the studio in Miami, you know, we had a great day, and you know, Mike was like, "Yo, ask him for the feature." I'm like, I don't know. And I was like, fuck it. I asked him, and he was like, bro, I got you. Anything you need, bro, I got you. And he just did that.
Hey man, it's biblical. You have not because you ask not. You feel me?
I think Ryder.
I was about to say my security going on right now.
Yeah, that's how that went.
I'm gonna go get my guy.
Tell Rona open the joint.
Yeah, I'm about to text him.
You feel me? But yeah, what I'm about to say.
No,
now real quick.
Then boss gonna run out and all that shit.
All right, yeah, for sure.
Nobody,
For sure. I'll go grab him. I got more space.
Word.
Right.
But yeah, the G-Eazy record. Hold up.
You can edit it though, right?
Yeah. We usually don't. They be like, yo, keep it uncut,
raw,
y'all.
bro?
Yeah, we keep it raw on
Is
this
the
joint.
number gonna come up on the screen?
Nah, none of that. None of this shit be on the screen, but it just be looking crazy. Or sometimes it freeze up too, and that shit just stop. Or like how it's glitching right now and shit.
It's still
Everything be smooth and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we gotta we gotta get a couple more in this motherfucker, but we gonna upgrade the equipment ASAP, y'all. So y'all already know, man. I need a feature now.
for me.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, I need a feature. No, I need a feature on your shit. No,
Yeah.
no, I need to be featured.
What's up, boy?
Need to be featured. Boss Wick. What's good, Boss Wick?
My God.
HG just stepped in, man. We live in the spot, man.
Yes,
Frontline
sir.
Mafia, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm about to pull it up.
Man.
Nah, for sure. All right, now real quick.
But yeah,
All
that's how that went, man. And you know,
All right.
Right here.
Now, oh my bad. All right, now look, listen. Now, P Game, right now, do you feel like that was even the G-Eazy thing? Is that like a full circle moment? Like, cause I remember when I came out to LA, we went to G-Eazy crib for a party.
Oh damn, you was there with me.
Yeah, I was there
in the backyard.
I don't know if it was a back. No, we wasn't in the backyard. I remember we was in the kitchen, and I'm sitting. I sat on the counter, and G-Eazy walked in, and I'm like, I don't want to name drop all crazy.
It was a bunch of people.
Yeah, it was a bunch.
Oh
of people
yeah, I don't even think I knew him that.
That's wild.
I think we was just there. Damn, that was a minute ago.
Super minute ago. You know
Hell yeah, I forgot about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, shit should be full circle all the time, man.
Word.
It's just sometimes things happen, and I just think to myself like, how not even in like a bad way, but like how did I get here? Like,
what you first feel? Did you know you was going to see Pharrell and Timbaland when you went out there? Did you know that? Like, did he tell you like, yo, we gonna go work with Pharrell and Timbaland?
We knew Pharrell was gonna be there, but I didn't know Timbaland was gonna be there. Okay. And when I walked in,
that's fire though.
He was like, Tdot, what's good? So everybody, they all looking at me like, how the fuck you I got one up in this motherfucker. Like, yeah. And that
word.
I love that. You know, when people do that, that's just such a that's such a great thing to do as an OG, as someone who already got the status to, you know, all these other. Yo, you know what I mean?
And you know, even in a room full of people that don't know who you are, that's the first thing they see. Is like, damn, that's a crazy stand. Who this?
Super first impression. Like you gonna have motherfuckers like, okay, now this is it. You are Timbaland.
He's a great guy, man. He came to LA to rock with me a few years prior to that.
What was the first thing he posted? Was it something? How did that?
It wasn't. I don't want to leave.
What song was it that y'all was dancing? I did a song with Young and Fly actually on Young and Fly's project. It was called Kanye West, and I really didn't like the song like that.
Shout out to Young and Fly.
Shout out to Young and Fly. And Timbaland DM'd me. It was like, yo, I like this song.
Right.
And I was like, word. And I even hit Fly because I knew Timbaland was getting that Fly too, like talking to him about some business. So I hit him first, like, yo. Boy hit me like I don't want you to think like I was like shit. You know what I mean?
Stepping on
he
your
was
toes
like,
type
no,
shit.
you know, but you know how some people
they can feel like this shit get
so he
funny
was like
no,
he's like go crazy, like if he hits you, just hit him up. So I hit him up and you know we just started communicating. I sent him some music and he was really loving my song I Don't Want to Leave. And
that's what it was.
You know,
that shit was hard.
Yeah, it was one night. He hit me up and I was coming out the club and I checked my phone. I had like 3 missed calls from him. And I called him back. It was like literally like 2:30 in the morning. And I was like, yo, what's going on? I was faded. Like, where you at? He told me where he was at. It was me and my peoples. We went to go pick him up. And that was that.
That's crazy. Y'all went and picked him up too?
We went to pick him up in like hoopty, like a little
right.
Like a Toyota Prius.
Yes,
sir. He came out the hotel.
Toyota Prius. Imagine putting Timbaland in the back of the Prius. Bro, that's wild, fire, dog. That's fire.
He came out the hotel. All he had was headphones. You know what I mean? He had the headphones, and I guess he had his wallet or whatever in his pocket. He got in the back of the car, and he was like, you know I fuck with you, right? We never met. And I probably talked to him like 2-3 times on the phone. He's like, you know I fuck with you. If it's 2:30 in the morning, man, I ain't got no security with me, man. He's like, where we going? And I told him where we was going.
Stop.
And when we got there, it was he wasn't one of the biggest producers in the world at this time, but this guy named Louis Bell was there at the studio called Electric Field. And if y'all don't know who Louis Bell is, y'all should look him up, especially if you're a producer. He's literally one of the biggest producers in the world right now. And he was just so grateful to meet him. And my guy Mike Stubb was there and a bunch of other people.
Mike Stubb.
And it was cool, man. It was a vibe. And then he came back for like 3-4 days after that. We was working. And actually, he produced the song on here, Hold Me Down.
Okay,
yeah,
word.
If y'all want to check that out. Hold Me Down from the Depths. Timbaland produced that.
Okay.
And,
I didn't want a lot of good producers on there.
I didn't want to lead with all that because I really wanted it to be about me. You know, if you do your research and you look up the different things, you'll see different things. But you know,
I think you might have reached that point where it's like if you know, you know.
Yeah,
type shit.
I think discovery is just important nowadays because everybody's so. You know, everything, like no one's famous anymore. No one's like people see
that shit over with.
Drake or so. I mean, maybe like in certain places, but like especially in Hollywood, like you see celebrities all the time. People act like it's nothing, you know. Right. I think having like little things for the fans to discover on their own or find out, or you know, even if they got to watch this podcast to find it out, it's just it's the discovery of things makes it more appreciated more.
And to build a conversation around your shit, because now somebody else gonna be like, yo, you know Timbaland produced that shit.
How you know? No, he didn't. Oh, go watch the podcast. He just said it.
Yeah, he just said Timbaland.
Exactly. That's like when I found out motherfucking Marcus Houston produced Hustler music for Lil Wayne and Fly In and Fly Out
Marcus
on Carter
Houston
2, bro. From B2, I mean from fucking Immature.
What?
It's crazy.
He produced Hustler music and Fly Out. Yes, it's that motherfucking Hustler music. And I found this shit out on the gram. They had a joint like shit that you didn't know. Right. And I was like, oh shit, that shit been going viral. Like I saw that shit probably 2 weeks ago.
Bro. That fucked me up.
I started telling everybody. I'm in group texts and all that shit. Like, yo, sending this shit. Like, yo, y'all know that shit, bro. That's fucking insane,
crazy,
dog.
That's wild. All right, besides Timbaland.